Say hello, babies. We're here with Rosita's pocket / petite size Goldendoodles, and they are 3 weeks old. Yes, the big 3. This is their first official video, and there are 6, and you can kind of see their colors here. They're all shades of red. Some of them might be a little lighter, for instance. Whoa! Little dark pink here is a little lighter, more like a peanut butter color. Got a little lighter tone underneath there. Yeah. All right, so I said pocket petite. We're probably going to still be very close to the pocket size on most of these, because some people have been asking me, so what is the actual weights? Well, I don't know that at 3 weeks just yet. I can guesstimate by 5 weeks what, and I'm usually pretty much in there unless we have someone that's gonna end up totally being off the charts with like a new litter or something like that. But based on what we've seen in the past, that's kind of what we base it on. Look at us go, look at us go. So as far as more closer to the petite, little turquoise girl here, big yawn, and our yellow boy. Yellow boy is the biggest of the boys, and then green, dark green, is the smallest of the boys. There's only 2 boys. So here are 2 boys right here. Yellow is a little darker too. So more of a medium red versus the kind of peanut butter color here that we're seeing. Say hi. Are you scared? Are you scared? So on the girls, we have lavender and purple. Purple is smaller than lavender here. Let's look at you girls. But I think that as far as weight goes, I mean, really all 3 of these are pretty identical. So these 3 girls are going to be around that pocket size, just a little bigger. And I do mean just a little bigger here, closer to the petite size is turquoise girl. And then we have, oh, come here, Greenie. I know. You're looking around trying to figure out what's going on. Here's our yellow boy, and Greenie, he's on the run. He is on the run. Where are you going? Where you going, buddy? So everyone in this litter is a wavy coat. We don't have any curlies in either of these or the Chiquita litters. Yeah. And I will try to get those estimates for you as far as size. The pockets are between 8 and 15 pounds. That is their normal range. A petite is between 16, 18. They can go up to 20, but some of these I think, like turquoise, I think she's definitely going to get closer to that 16-pound mark versus the 15. So we're talking maybe an entire pound difference, but for some people that matters to them. So I just want to make sure you guys know who's going to be on the larger size. And when you put larger side, when you put these 2 together, you can see yellow is pretty close to turquoise. Hey, babies. They all have those. Everybody's doing their potties right here because that's where we started it. They all have that regular, a little more blocky face. This is also an English line. This English line is from our snowflake English line. Rosita is a snowflake puppy. So they have the snowflake English lines, whereas Chiquitas have our bison English lines. Bison and snowflake are 2 white English retrievers. They are not related in any way. So those 2 lines, we have not bred those 2 lines together yet, but eventually we will probably do that. So here at 3 weeks old, they have not started their gruel yet, but they're about to. There's only 6 of them, but since mommy is still so small, we're going to be supplementing them here. Chiquitas are behind me eating up. Yes, they're getting all their kibble. So what is gruel? Gruel is our first food that we give them. It's kind of a mush. It's a mixture of our puppy food plus a milk replacer, which is basically like a baby formula. For puppies, and then we use a nutritional supplement that we use here, which has some good extra vitamins, minerals, sugar. It's sweet, provides them a little extra that they need, And then we top that off with some warm water, blend it up, and they absolutely love it. When we start with it, it's really quite thin and watery, and then it gets to be like an oatmeal consistency, and they really, really like that. And then once they have teeth, we start throwing in, or once they get the buds of teeth, I should say, we start throwing in some hard kibble, and then we start just giving them solid kibble once they're able to eat that. And we still supplement with mama's milk, or at least nursing from mama, so that they have that, you know, support, emotional support that they need. It's more for, yeah, it's more for security at that point. Look at them. Look how tiny you are. I'm going to try to back up here so you can see just how tiny they are. What are you doing? And excuse my jamma pants. It's a jamma day. Listen to you guys. You guys are wide awake. Look at you. Yeah. Chiquitas were just like, we are tired, although they're back to energy now because it's dinner time. Listen to those little voices. Listen to them. Yeah. Whoops, I dropped my phone. Everybody kind of says the same thing when they first see the puppies. When they come is, oh my goodness, they're a lot smaller than I thought. Especially when I do a selfie or something like that. Okay, we're back. Had to start again. All of a sudden, Lena was at the front door. She was ready to come in. So it's summer in Texas. Oh my goodness! If you guys follow me or have followed me for a while, you know summer is not my thing. I'm from Colorado, and although that's not an excuse, I've been here 17 years now. But oh my goodness, we're now in the 90s. Tuesday it's going to be 104. Yesterday it felt like 100 in eternity. I just can't do it. I've never liked the heat, but oh my goodness, especially being a diabetic and having migraines, it's just like torture because it doesn't last when I get in the air conditioning. I mean, it doesn't go away when I get in the air conditioning. It like lasts for days. The pain, the crazy, so oh my goodness. It is already hot out there, so mamas all had to come in. We like to let them go out and play and, you know, have a break from babies. And although it's their natural instinct to be with babies, sometimes we have to kind of like force them to play. But that's what they like to do, is to get away from babies for just a little bit and be almost puppies themselves sometimes. But we have to do it early in the morning or when the sun starts going down at night, because already by like 8 o'clock in the morning, it's starting to get hot. It's just not my thing. So anyway, did I say Bree? I mean Lena. It's all right, guys. Yesterday was out in the heat kind of day. I'm still recovering from that. Yeah. And the day before. I don't know. It's just anything over 80, but we're in the 90s now, and it doesn't look like it's going to let up. So that'll bring me to talk about doodles. We've got one behind the pillow back there. Doodles are, I guess, at least my doodles are kind of like me. And no, they're not cold. They're shaking here because of all the activity going on. Doodles really can't be out in that 90+ degree temperature unless they're in shade and it's you know, a nice breeze. I suppose they could do up to 90 maybe, but not, especially not pocket doodles and not puppies. Any kind of these puppies, they just can't regulate their temperature. So I see you back there in the potty zone. They can't regulate that temperature, and they will dehydrate and go downhill very, very fast. So you can't, for those of you who live here in the hot weather states, they can go out to potty, but then they've got to come right back in. It's just too much for their little bodies. Always make sure that they have water available, both inside and out. I understand we're potty training. I understand they might need to potty and go right back outside and potty again, but we have to give them free access to water. Once they go home, we take away their water at night so they can sleep without having to potty, but you definitely are going to be providing water for them all day. Like I said, even if you're inside, they're still going to need to go ahead and have that water to them. And so you definitely are going to be doing a little more in and out during the hot summer months when it comes to potty training. And if it's really super hot outside, especially with the little ones, I would just have their potty pads in a special area that is just their potty area. And they're still going to learn how to potty train. They're still going to ring their bells. They're still going to know that they don't potty in their area or around your house. And they're not going to have that hot sun beating down on top of them, because they're, even at that, they're going to lose sight, especially at this young age of 8 weeks, 9 weeks, 10 weeks. They're going to lose track of the fact that, oh, I got a potty. They're just going to be like, oh, they're going to be like me. Oh my goodness, I'm dying. It's horribly hot, and they're not going to concentrate on pottying. They're just going to say, I want to get back in. So definitely pay attention to that. And like I said, any of our puppies, but especially these tiny little babies, they just can't do that. Yeah, I say my doodles are like me. We like that cold weather. You'll notice when they get to the colder weather or the cooler weather, they just jump around, skip around, play, a little more active. Our doodles tend to sleep more in the summertime. They're in the house, and even though it's air conditioned, they're just like chilling a little more. Our active months are when it's cooler outside, so we'll just let you be aware of that. Yeah. Look at you. Look at you. So week 4, you'll be getting your directions to our place for those that are actually coming to pick up. And I'll be sending out your puppy picking instructions. And I'll be sending some reading material. I'm not sure which of those I'll send first just yet. But in the reading material, I try to give you guys, it's more than just reading material. I'll let you know some specifics, like when their first set of shots is going to be and when you should schedule their next set of shots. And that way you know to go ahead and set up your vet appointment. And so I'm going to let you go until next week. Next week, they're going to be doing just about this, maybe a little more playing with toys. And then the week after that is already temperament testing. So it's just moving along here. All right, guys, we'll see you next week.